Hey people, hope you're all doing good. If you're new here, I'm Kishour and I talk about all the interesting things that I come across. And with no further delay, let's dive into the video. Our relationship with animals are inevitable. In the past, initially we hunted them and then we domesticated them. And even now we have categorized animals into two parts. Number one, some animals that consume us, and number two, some animals that we consume. We also use their subproducts like egg we eat, milk we drink, then their skin to make leather clothes, bags, sofas, etc. Their fur to keep us warm, and last but not the least, their organs to replace our organs. Yes, you heard that right. Animal organs can be used to replace our organs. Recently in USA, a 57-year-old heart patient named David Bennett has received the heart of a pig as a last effort to save his life. And the happy news is he is still alive, but yet the doctors are continuously monitoring his health until he recovers completely. Thus it shows an organ from a genetically modified animal can function in human body. But you know what? The previous attempts of such transplantations have failed because the patient's body did not function on an animal organ. For an example, in 1984, a dying infant just lived 21 days with the help of baboon's heart. But the difference that doctors have done this time is they have used the heart of a pig that has undergone gene editing in its cells. A similar incident that has happened in October 2021 was doctors from New York had attached a genetically modified pig's kidney into a brain dead man's body, and they were surprised to see that the kidney was working normally. Thus now doctors have replaced David Bennett's heart with a genetically modified pig's heart as they had no other choice. Now some of you might come up with the question regarding what exactly is genetically modified pig. Well, before answering that question, I just wanted to make one point clear. It is not a man-pig combination. Hope you get my point. Now let me explain the procedure in detail. Actually, the process of genetically modified pig starts from a laboratory. Initially, the embryo of the pig is taken, and then with the help of a microscope, the gene which is responsible for growing of its organ is removed. It might be any organ, liver, kidney, heart, pancreas, etc., whatever the organs that we needed. For example, let us consider the organ kidney for explaining purpose. Thus, the gene responsible for the growth of kidney in a pig embryo is removed and human stem cells are injected into the pig embryo. Then the pig embryo is placed back into the womb of the mother pig. Thus, the pig embryo develops normally inside its mother womb, but the unborn piglet's kidney is made up of human cells. Thus, its kidney will be compatible for the human body once it is born and matured. And the term used for these kind of pigs is called chimera pigs. Chimera basically means an organism that contains cells of two different organisms. Here our genetically modified pig is called as chimera pig. And the reason behind why only pigs are, it is considered that pigs have a good DNA similarities with human beings. Then most of their organs are comparable with humans. And finally they have a short gestation period of around 120 days. Now some people might feel pity for pigs and ask why don't we try another method. For those people, I just wanted to give a small statistics that is given in the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare by Indian government. And the link is also in the description. You can just check it out if you like. Government says, number one, an estimate of 1.8 lakh people in India suffer from kidney failure every year. But kidney transplantation is done just for around 6,000 people. And number two, an estimate of 2 lakh people die every year in India because of liver failure and liver cancer. In that, 30,000 people can be saved if they get a liver at a proper time. But you know what? Out of 30,000 livers needed every year, only 1,500 liver transplantations are performed. And number three, 50,000 people suffer heart failure every year. But only 10 to 15 heart transplantation is done every year in India. Even after all these statistics, yes, I do agree that killing an animal for our sake is cruel. But only if we put ourselves in the shoes of the person who is affected by organ failure, we will be able to understand their unfulfilled dreams, both on personal life as well as family life. At the end of the day, it's all about Darwin's theory of survival of the fittest. Thus, if David Bennett survives with this organ transplantation from animal to human, then it will be one of the greatest milestones ever achieved by mankind in the history of survival. Well, that's it for the day. See you tomorrow. Peace out.